who will never. He will never fail. Some inspirational music there this Friday morning. I trust in God. I trust in God. My Savior, who will never fail. He will never fail. Let me complete your morning. I know you are. For your mercy never fails me. Giving him praise this morning. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. This version by C.C. Winans. So you have been faithful. Good morning to Mabel this morning and all the many fans there in Mount Prosper. You have been so. All those of you who love this song all the time. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Of God. Love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. 'Cause all in favor. Oh, yes, you have. So, labor. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender. Your goodness is running. With my life laid down. You have been faithful. You have been so. With every breath that I am able, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. All right, of course, coming up next, our friends here from Fresh Market Pharmacy. Let's do this and come back right now.
Is running out. Are you ready? The Kinfield Gospel Mission Church presents Crusade 2025 with special indoor services April 6 to 8 at the church building with our very own Newman Johnson. April 9th to 11th from 7:30 p.m. The good news comes directly to you. Wednesday, April 9th, Brother Johnson will be ministering to listeners on Sun Lane in Jimit. Thursday, April 10th, he continues at the Naval Car Wash in Massac. Friday, April 11th, he will be ministering between Campbell Road and Back Street in Maho. All are invited. So come, time is running out. You hear the clock ticking? Don't delay. Trust Christ today. Hallelujah.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Eastern Trading Limited massive Easter sale is now on, starting today until April 25th, 2025. 15% discount on all upholstery furniture, selected desks, and world-famous Ronix power tools. 15% discount on all television sets. 15% discount on 5, 10, and 15-year rum. 1 liter Pure Heaven 100% apple juice, $249.95. Jewel margarine, 15 kilograms, 33 pounds, that is, now only $75. 1 liter Pure Heaven tropical drink, only $6.95. Canned tomato soup, now only $3.95. And check in store for many other special prices. Eastern Trading Limited. We are making a difference for you.
Step aside for the game changer. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Shop with confidence at Court. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Court. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
But you say you feel hot, go deep with that. Breakthings of a big spin. Brand new case, be cool, spot. You can't put up that. Go and buy a head conditioner. High class, you cheap like out. Cool on my face and cool me the nuts. So cool me a piece of in the thing. It just cool. Yeah, that's food. Cool. Breakthings cool.
Beat the heat and stay cool with a brand new air-class air conditioner from Burton & Company. Visit us on the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Independence Street in Roseau or call 448-2815. For purchase, installation, maintenance, or protection, call Burton & Company today for everything AC and just cool.
Papa blessing over me. Yeah.
The PPFC Hunger and Thirst After Righteousness Drama Group presents a grand gospel concert Sunday, April 20th, 7 p.m. at the Michael Bill Daniel Memorial Park in Goodwill, featuring Positive out of Trinidad. Other artists include Jerry Lloyd, Solace, Shamandi Ministries, Jekro, Sanctified, Relic Tuse, and more. Tickets cost $20 for children under 16, $40 for 16 and over, and $60 VIP. Positive out of Trinidad is coming to Dominica. Positive, you don't want to miss this one in 2025. Tickets available at Bullseye Pharmacy, TLC Bookstore, Jays Limited, and from the PPFC office, or call telephone 285-5265.
Everything my heart desires, as long as my delight is in the love.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, here's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. gems. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle. It's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
Non-Stop Praises Ministries Incorporated presents Shana, the 5th edition, under the theme Come Alive in 2025. Friday, 18th April from 7 p.m. at the PSU building in Roseau. Come, let us denounce the spell of dog-eat-dog mentality in our nation, jealousy and greed, and instead let us love each other. Let us make a difference. Speakers include Evangelist Claude Weeks, Pastor Bon Vigilant, Pastor Alroy Hamilton. Let us dance and praise to the music of singing evangelist Julian Rivera, Hilltop Singers, Evangelist Valentine, Evangelist Heston Charles, host of Non-Stop Praises. We seek God to break the evil spells over our nation. Shona, the 5th edition. Come receive your breakthrough, deliverance, and victory. Friday, 18th April, 2025 at 7 p.m. at the PSU building, live on Kyrie FM.
Bryce and Company Limited. We manufacture high-quality roofing sheets, 24 gauge in different colors, also to customer specifications. That's right, whatever length you want. Aluminum seamless guttering. We also sell BRC mesh, steel rods in all sizes, breach caps, fencing wire and fencing poles. Free estimates for guttering, galvanized sheets, and fencing wire. Quality products at the lowest prices island-wide. Bryce and Company Limited, located at Caneville Industrial Site, Shed 1A, just before the Old Mill Cultural Center. Call us today at 617-2468 or 615-0178. Bryce and Company Limited, built for living, built for life.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
All right, Dominic, we're here. Our next stop is with Fresh Market Pharmacy. Just a quick message to everyone who's worrying about Blue. She says she's fine. She's doing fine, okay? And if her husband is listening, please ask him to water the plants on the porch, okay? So water the plants for Blue on the porch, okay? Mr. Husband, we're going to come back, Dominica, right after this. But Blue is doing fine. All right, we're going to come back, Dominica, after this.
Fresh market. What come and from it that you? A fresh market. We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. Well stocked supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh Market, your one stop. Fresh Market, Fresh Market.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has expanded to customers with its new additional location at Best Price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875, WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lowered. It's an ultimate jazzcation with fresh market, cash and carry, and best price. Spend $100 or more, and you could be the lucky winner of an all-expense-paid dream weekend at the luxurious Secret Bay Resort, plus 2 VIP tickets and spending money for jazz and Creole. Promotion runs till 30th April. It's a jazzcation, baby. Terms and conditions apply.
And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry. We offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need, from groceries to household essentials. Our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale. We're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseau, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823. And carry, cash and carry.
I'd like to say good morning to our team here from Fresh Market Pharmacy. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Mark. Morning to you and all our listeners. So there. Of course, we are from Fresh Market and Best Price Pharmacies, and we are here again for yet another Friday, providing information that you need. That's a pharmacy that involved in disseminating helpful information related to health issues and how you can care for yourselves. Prevention is key. And today is no exception. We're going to talk about gastroenteritis today. We're going to talk about the causes, and we're going to focus a lot on prevention because it seems to be around. Good. But before, we want to say morning to some of our avid listeners. Of course, of our staff at Fresh Market and Best Price, Nora and the others, Dr. Steak, Ricky, Steve, and Andrew Joseph, Edmond Galley, and Annie, and Wayne, and me, and all of you, Nichols, Pamela, Eddie, morning to you. In Canada, Joe Christmas, Debbie, morning to you. Debbie Bernice, morning to you. Baba and daughters, morning to you. Dr. Banis, morning to all of you. And of course, in Tennessee, we have Ronald there. So morning to you. And of course, Dr. Hamlet, morning to you. Good. As mentioned, gastroenteritis. What really is gastroenteritis? Gastroenteritis means inflammation in your stomach and intestine. Inflammation makes these organs feel swollen and sore. It causes symptoms of illness like nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. So these are just a broad definition of gastro. It often happens when you get an infection in your GI tract. It can cause by bacteria, viruses, food poisoning, and sometimes and stomach flu. Chemicals can also cause it. Now, there are different types of gastroenteritis. So let's Carlin tell us.
Infectious gastroenteritis is the most common type. It's caused by an infection in your GI tract, your stomach, and/or your intestines. Viruses, bacteria, fungi, or parasites may cause the infection. Chemical gastroenteritis can happen if you ingest toxic chemicals, which can contaminate food and water sources. You can also get it from heavy doses of alcohol or drugs, including some medications.
Good. How common is that condition, gastroenteritis? How common is that? Just before everyone, just about everyone gets gastroenteritis, like likely more than once. Most of the time, it's not serious, but in more vulnerable populations, it can be. Around the world, gastroenteritis is a leading cause of death. So it's very common. It's a leading cause of death. What are the signs and symptoms now of gastro?
Symptoms include involving your intestines, diarrhea, cramps, together with symptoms involving your stomach, nausea, vomiting, are all hallmarks of gastroenteritis. You'll know it if it's coming out both ends. Gastroenteritis symptoms may include diarrhea, nausea and vomiting, loss of appetite, abdominal pain and cramping, fever, chills, fatigue, and body aches.
Good. So those are the symptoms: diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, pain, fever, chills. All these are symptoms of gastro, a lot of diarrhea and vomiting. How long? How long does it last?
The most common types of gastroenteritis only last a day or two. Your body can overcome most bacterial or viral infections on its own. Some types may last longer or need treatment to go away.
Yes. The specific causes of gastroenteritis. What are some of the specific causes? Let's look at what it is here.
Infectious diseases or toxic chemicals can trigger acute gastroenteritis. Infectious gastroenteritis is caused by an infection in your gastrointestinal tract, GI tract. Viral infection, bacterial infection, parasitic infection, fungal infection. Infectious infections are the most common cause of acute gastroenteritis.
Right. So infections are the most common cause. It could be viral, it could be bacterial, parasite, also fungal. All of these here. Viral gastroenteritis, it says there, cause viral gastroenteritis cause viral gastroenteritis, which is the most common type overall. Viruses cause 60% of all gastro cases. For instance, the norovirus alone accounts for 50% of all viral gastroenteritis. Viral gastroenteritis sometimes goes by the nickname stomach flu, although this isn't a medical term. Influenza viruses don't cause viral gastroenteritis. Don't cause it. Viruses that can cause stomach flu include norovirus, rotavirus, astrovirus, adenovirus, and so forth. And the bacterial section of it now, bacterial gastroenteritis, it can be caused by a few bacteria. Salmonella is one of them. E. coli is one of them. Parasitic gastroenteritis can be caused by, like, for instance, gardiasis, and this is just one of them. And fungal gastroenteritis can be caused by one of them, candidiasis and aspergillosis. Chemical gastroenteritis can be caused by, for instance, heavy metal poisoning, chemo drugs, alcohol abuse, overuse, NSAIDs, colchicine. Good. The other question now, which is critical, is very important: is gastroenteritis contagious?
Infectious gastroenteritis is contagious. When you have an infection in your GI tract, it infects your poop. Infections can spread from your poop to anyone who comes in contact with it. Microscopic traces of poop can linger on bathroom surfaces, diaper changing areas, and people's hand if they don't wash it well. These traces can transfer to others who touch them or to their food or water. Chemical gastroenteritis isn't contagious, but it can affect many people in one place at one time. If you get toxic poisoning from food, water, or your environment, others sharing those things may also get it.
Yes. So it's contagious. It's contagious, and you notice here we'll mention some of the things that needs to be done to reduce this situation here. How do one catch infection? The most common way to get gastroenteritis infection is from contaminated food or water. You can also catch it by touching an infected person or by touching a surface that an infected person touched. Really, gastro, as mentioned, there is not washing hands properly and so forth. How long does it last? How long does the contagious gastroenteritis last? The stage where it's contagious, how long is it contagious for?
GI infections are most contagious during the period when you have symptoms or for 2 days after. These last 2 days are when your body is shedding the infection through your poop.
Yes. Good. So, what are the risk factors involving gastroenteritis? What causes someone to get it?
Just about everyone gets gastroenteritis, but you're more likely to get it more frequently if you are older than 65 or younger than 6, live or work in a childcare or nursing home, eat raw fish or meat, travel abroad, especially in less developed regions, have a chronic condition that weakens your immune system, and use certain drugs or alcohol frequently.
Yes, so these are risk factors here. Age is a factor, over 8, over 65, or under 6, more likely, although everyone can get it. Persons who eat a lot of raw meat or fish, of course, travel abroad in less developed countries, regions, those with chronic conditions that weakens the immune system. So these are risk factors for gastroenteritis. What are the possible complications of acute gastroenteritis then?
Most of the time, gastroenteritis is brief and ends by itself. When this is the case, the primary complication to look out for is dehydration. This is more of a risk for children and senior citizens. When you're having frequent diarrhea or vomiting, you're losing a lot of fluids and electrolytes. If you can't replace them fast enough, you could become dehydrated and develop electrolyte imbalances. If gastroenteritis lasts a long time, it could begin to damage your stomach and intestines. For example, you might develop ulcers in your organs that bleed. Only a few types of gastroenteritis can last longer. Some specific causes of gastroenteritis can have their own side effects. These are separate from the effects of gastroenteritis itself. Certain infections or toxins can do more lasting damage to your body. People with weakened immune systems and people with less access to clean water, nutrition, sanitation, and healthcare are more vulnerable to gastroenteritis. They might get it more often and for longer. Children in less developed countries and senior citizens in long term care facilities are more at risk of serious complications from gastroenteritis. This is because their health status is lower to begin with.
Yes, very good. So there's complications. One is drained from electrolytes, dehydrated, and these are serious complications. Of course, how is it diagnosed is usually the healthcare provider can usually recognize gastroenteritis by one symptom. So the symptoms are critical. And of course, they'll take a history. They'll ask you when your symptoms started and what was going on at the time that could have triggered them. And if you have unusual symptoms or if you want to investigate further, they can do other tests for that. But it's usually history goes, and of course they may take a stool sample or blood test sample. Good. Management and treatment. What is the best way to get rid of gastroenteritis?
In most cases, gastroenteritis goes away by itself. The best way to help your body recover is to give it lots of rest and fluids. You might want to stick with bland, easy to digest food for a few days. But certain, less common causes of gastroenteritis do not need treatment. If your symptoms don't seem to be going away, or you believe that you have a type of toxic poisoning, tell a healthcare provider.
Yes, very good, very good. So that's this. And what is the medical treatment? What normally is given?
Most of the time, medical treatment for gastroenteritis is supportive. That means that the treatment supports your body's natural healing process rather than curing gastroenteritis. It might include IV fluids to prevent or correct dehydration and electrolyte imbalances, parental nutrition to give your body energy without using your stressed digestive system, medications to treat symptoms like nausea and diarrhea in certain cases. But some causes of acute gastroenteritis may need medication to go away. For example, you may need a specific antibiotic or antiparasitic medication to treat a specific type of bacterial or parasite infection. If you have chemical gastroenteritis due to toxic poisoning, you may need additional treatment to help clear the toxin out of your body. The treatment will depend on the toxin and on your condition.
Good, very good. So that is the treatment area really supportive. And in case one may need antibiotics or antiparasitic, but the healthcare provider will determine that to treat the specific organism that cause the gastro. Good. Now the critical area is prevention. So we're going to address prevention now. We looked at symptoms, we looked at causes, and we looked at treatment. What about prevention?
Not every case of gastroenteritis is preventable, but there's a lot we can do to reduce our personal risk and prevent common gastrointestinal infections from spreading in our communities. For example, good hand washing. Good hand washing is one of the most important and easiest ways to protect yourself and others from infections. Lathering with soap for at least 20 seconds removes germs and toxins from your hands that might transfer to your mouth or to other people. Good cleaning. Diligent cleaning is especially important in the community places like schools, daycares, nursing homes, and hospitals, where many people use the same facilities every day. Cleaning with disinfectants can help remove germs that may linger on common surfaces. Safe food handling. Food can become contaminated at any stage of production, from harvesting and storage to cooking and preparation. Remember to wash your hands before and after handling food. Wash refrigerated, freeze, cooked, and served food according to food safety guidelines. Safe travels. It's especially easy to get food poisoning while traveling abroad. This is called traveler's diarrhea. You may be exposed to microorganisms there that you wouldn't meet at home. When traveling, it's best to stick to cooked, peeled, or packaged foods and bottled water. Safe substance use. Only use drugs as directed. If you feel like your medication aren't doing enough as directed, or you're self medicating with substances, see a healthcare provider for a better long term treatment plan. If you have a substance use disorder, treatment can help.
Yes, very good. So prevention is key. Prevention is key. As mentioned, good hand washing, critical. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning area, especially in daycare centers. You have persons cleaning, safe food handling. Food can become easily contaminated. Safe travels, of course, if you travel, and safe substance use. So these areas are critical in order to prevent or reduce the spread of gastro. Good. So we're going to take a break now and probably have Mr. Fountain on the line.
Good morning, Mr. Fountain. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Matt. I'm fine. Good morning to you. Good morning to all the listeners of Q95. Good morning to Mr. Thomas and Cadine in the house and all the members of staff at Fresh Market.
You sound like you're very energized this morning. What's going on?
Well, it's Friday, TGIF.
It's Friday. I understand. I understand. You don't have to give any further explanation. But what's going on there with Fresh Market Pharmacy?
Well, Matt, as Mr. Thomas and Colleen are explaining gastroenteritis, we know it's a common problem. We see it come showing up very often in our society, especially when people travel. And one of the things that we encourage, as Mr. Thomas and Colin just explained, is proper hygiene. We encourage people to practice proper hygiene. And this is not just for the flu, the cold, or for COVID that we have to practice proper hygiene. We need to wash our hands with soap and water. We need to ensure that we have our hand sanitizers. We need to ensure that we make sure when we go to a restaurant, especially people who are handling food, you should wash your hand. Man, when I cook, every minute my hand is under the spot. You touch something before you touch a food product, you wash your hand with soap and water so that you do not bring bacteria into the meal that you are preparing, which can lead to gastroenteritis. But if you have gastroenteritis or you're recovering from gastroenteritis, you need to come and pay us a visit at Fresh Market. We have stuff to stop the diarrhea, yes. We have stuff to stop the vomiting in adults, and we are expecting some for children lately. Rehydration therapy, yes. We are loaded with all rehydration salts and Pedialyte and those sort of products. But one of the things I always recommend, because gastroenteritis affects the normal flora of your body, and that's what causes basically or the diarrhea, leads to the diarrhea or the gastroenteritis, is because that normal flora is affected. So it's not able to protect the walls of your stomach or your intestines, and hence it gets inflamed, and then those symptoms flares up. So we encourage the use of probiotics. We have probiotics at some fantastic prices at Fresh Market. We have two varieties right now. So you could encourage, if you had gastroenteritis through that period, your normal flora, because the normal flora of your stomach is affected, I advise you to come in and get some probiotic to help restore that normal flora and restore your gastrointestinal tract to its normal function.
All right. I want to say thank you this morning for joining us just for a few minutes. We always welcome you. We're going to go back to the panel here in the studios with Dr. Easy. I guess we'll talk again sometime soon.
Yes, definitely. We'll talk sometime soon, Matt.
All right. Take care. Thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break and come back to wind up with Mr. Thomas and Company. Stick around.
We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. We're on stock, supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the front, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop.
Back to you, Mr. Thomas.
So, just to conclude, gastroenteritis is a universal experience, but that doesn't make it easy to go through. If your time has come to weather the storm, take care and know that it will most likely be over in a day or two. It can be alarming to have sudden and frequent symptoms like diarrhea and vomiting. It can feel like something is really wrong. But those symptoms mean that your body is already taking care of it. Yes, most people won't need to benefit from medications. Many infections have no antidote, but a few do, and a few might need meds to go away. If your gastroenteritis isn't going away, visit your healthcare provider. If you're immunocompromised or caring for someone with an immune system, with a weak immune system, don't hesitate to stay in touch with the healthcare provider during gastroenteritis and let them know how it's going. So clearly, prevention is key. As we mentioned, good hand washing, good cleaning, safe food handling, safe travel, and safe substance use. So all of these things. And as Mr. Fonction said, you can always visit us at Fresh Market at Best Price. We can give you additional information. And of course, we have products there for symptomatic treatment. And this week we are doing blood pressure and sugar check and best at Fresh Market. So we ask you to come along, and it's always good to know your numbers, know where your status are, your pressure, your blood sugar. So that's what we offered from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock today at Fresh Market. Good. So that's all for us for today. We want to wish you a pleasant weekend.
All right. Take care now. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has extended to customers with its new additional location at Best Price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875. WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lower.
Shop with confidence at Court. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Court. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
An easy way to pay.
You answered and you got it.
a quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Energy, strength, vitality. The dream that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, smooth, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt there. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally. Distributed by Belva. It's Limited.
Treat yourself to the aroma of deep calming vanilla air freshener. Unwind with the luxurious scent of beef for a happy, healthy home.
Boy, that water cold, no, sir. I cannot bathe in that. Mommy, so much heat as it have. Oh, you cannot get a water heater. I have to think how much our father before I go under the water. I go and buy LA Jupiter tomorrow for one. And verity, at LA Jupiter, we want you to have hot water at home. Visit us and ask about our Solar Dynamics water heating system. Showers and baths can become more enjoyable. Laundry can be cleaned better with Solar Dynamics water heating system. Your water is heated naturally and you save money on your electricity bill. Call us today, 448-2310, and ask about our layaway plan. Come home to quality, only at LA Jupiter.
Dominica, Q95 Radio is opened for your business in collaboration with the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Get ready to join Q95 Radio and NDFD for Nature Island Small Business Buzz, a live radio program bringing in empowerment to small business ideas and entrepreneurs across Dominica every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m., offering a unique national platform for small, medium, and growing business enterprises in Dominica. Together, we'll aspire to connect, advertise, learn, collaborate, and witness small business entrepreneurs thrive and succeed in the fertile broadcasting soil of Q95 along with the NDFD. Join us on our journey every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. One unbroken, exciting hour of free Q95 Radio small business promotion as together we explore all the challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the toil, the sleepless nights, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, the business plan, the overall success in pursuing your small business dream come true in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Join veteran broadcaster Franklin Peter Moses and Mr. Donald Bacasio, highly skilled, qualified, sought-after business and entrepreneurial manager, small business development expert, and strategic business coach. Together, we're taking you and your small business to the pinnacle of success in the Dominican economic landscape. So don't miss Nature Island Small Business Buzz every Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on Q95 Radio, the big station.
When you say you feel hot, go deep with that. Things have a fix, feel that. Brand new case, be cool, spot. You can't sweat after that. Go and buy a aircraft. Commissioner, high class, cheap like a one. Cool on my face and cool me the nuts. Cool me a piece in the time. It just cool, 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 cool. Aircraft cool, 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 cool. Burton's cool.
Beat the heat and stay cool with a brand new air-class air conditioner from Burton & Company. Visit us on the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Independence Street in Roseau or call 448-2815. For purchase, installation, maintenance, or protection, call Burton & Company today for everything AC and just cool.
Since 1998, we've been your trusted one for everything you need to do your construction from steel and lumber, window, paint and doors, power tools, water tanks, hardware, supply, and so much more. Max for trading, your foundation to build and protect. Max for trading, we only only giving you the best at Maxwell Trading. We offer delivery. Maxwell Trading, come from collect and visit me at Maxwell Trading, your foundation to building success. Maxwell Trading, we only giving you the best at Maxwell Trading. We offer delivery. Maxwell Trading, come from collect and visit me. Come visit us today at the Funkale Industrial Site or call us at 449-9465. Maxwell Trading, your foundation to building success.
Sunrise Airways is connecting the OECS fly to and from Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, and Antigua with seamless onward connections. Enjoy competitive fares and the best in travel. Book now at sunriseairways.net or with your travel agent. Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean. We fly to connect people. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sunrise Airways.
Give babies the comfort they need with paddless diapers. A diaper with a powerful storage core that locks the wetness away and keep your baby dry. Soothe your baby's skin with a breathable cotton-like cover because paddless diapers has a wetness indicator. Your precious baby deserves a diaper like Paddlers, which has an easy fit due to flexible side panels with stretch that ensures increased comfort and freedom to move, to crawl, to walk, to run, and play. Paddlers, distributed by Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Dominica, something big is coming. The countdown begins to celebrate the heartbeat of Dominica, our music, our legends, our rising stars. May 17th, 2025. Mark your calendars and save the date for Dominica Music Awards 2025. Presented by Ambassador Prince Radix and Creole Heads. Partners, QFM the Big Station. Are you ready?
It's the big reveal. The Grand Reunion 2025 event schedule is out. Set your calendar for the 6th to 12th of July in Dominica. The train stops on day 1 with an opening church service ceremony at 10:30 a.m. and a meet and greet at 6 p.m. Next, day 2, roll up your sleeves for community service and outreach projects. Day 3 will be 2 health and wellness fairs in the Marigot, Wellesley, and Kalinado Territory Health Districts. Day 4 is the much anticipated Sports Day. On day 5, the train stops at NECS for a career fair, and in Portsmouth at the Intercontinental Hotel for the banquet and award ceremony. On day 6, the train makes a rest stop, allowing you to spend time with family and friends. Day 7 is the grand finale, a beach social on Cabana Beach. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime event, July 6th to 12th. It's gonna be great!
For more information, follow the St. Andrews High School Facebook page or contact members of the reunion organization.
All you, I just me goal winning Roseau again. Same place outside Flossies. I tried to dock in, but you had time see me. Well, story start again.
Million, longtemps pas vu with us, huh? Fella, I say the same thing you doing, shopping at Flossies, and you don't have to tell me the same thing you tell me last time because I'm busy. It's to hear him way. You reckon? About my pocket, boy. I won't tell you that I save money in food and drinks when I buy quantity. I save more. Oh, shucks, man. Good when you're still telling me. I know already. To pack a respect him, why? But it could him up pepper palais. I will tell all my friends from London, US and Dominica to come to Floss's, right next to the Rosa Market. Open Sunday to Saturday. Floss's can't do it to you.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening event, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
All right, Dominica, just already, wow. 9:13 in the morning. Given the busy schedule, I'm just going to give you an open line this morning. There's a lot happening around, right? So I'm just going to open up the lines at this point. Give you a chance to speak to what's on your mind this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Dominica, the region, and the rest of the world. Always think of what you say before you say. Always to be thought of as a fool and to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Let's take a phone call. Good morning to you. Yes.
Well, Mr. Pelte,
Morning to you.
I went by my friend and I saw the thing was taking place at the back at the by the court. But I saw Melvin and he was very happy, but he was running away from that thing that was happening. He said all he said like I don't know his powder he mixed he had put in his face, and I did not see him do anything. But he's my good friend, and I really he's at the hospital. They were taking the. I trust that everything will be all right with him on Sunday, and God will vindicate him. Thank you. And the other people are going through their problems. God will vindicate because He's a God of justice, peace, and mercy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, some reports indicate I just can't confirm just yet, but I was told I listened to the Nation station this morning. There was a report that he was not feeling too well last evening. I was taken to the hospital. I'm sure we'll get a report as to his conditions time later. But again, good morning. We'll try to get to Ronald Charles sometime later this morning. Hello, talk to me. Yes, good morning.
Matt, good morning. How are you?
How you doing? How you doing?
Not too bad. Matt, one thing I want you to do for me this morning.
Tell me.
In your program, play Creation for me, please, for Moving by Peter Tosh. Thank you very much.
Oh, Creation. Okay, thank you. From Peter Tosh. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? Good morning.
Thanks, blessings, and glory to all those who have sacrificed their personal safety and security, trying to benefit mankind to humanity. Mr. Pelty, blessings to your family, sir.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you. Thank you, Mr. Pelty, receiving it always. Matt, a journalist sent me not a video, an audio with just the imagery of Dr. Fountain and Blackmore. Matt, what Blackmore do in his life now when he was a police officer? It seems like Blackmore is haunted, man. Matt, I know when you're going through certain crisis in life, it brings about some level of discretion, balance, and repentance. Matt, I'm talking from experience. Hey, Matt, you there with me now, sir?
I'm right here. Yes, go ahead.
So, Matt, all of a sudden, I listen to Blackmore trying to build up a case, what, to arrest Dr. Thompson Fountain. Matt, Dominicans may not have understand or is not understanding what we are up against. And I hope it's not nothing that happened to Melvin John Baptist saying, because when you're dealing with criminals, Matt, no holds barred. You check, everything is on the table. So we might have ready. And Matt, I really want to organize that protest or picketing or whatever. And I'm not giving the location. When I rose up, everybody call one another and tell them when we are at the location. Or when then I'll call Matt and say, Matt, announce where we are. The element of surprise. I don't tell nobody where it will be. I say police headquarters, but I might just change my mind. And anybody that are willing, please get in contact with me. Matt, I'm watching the madness that is taking over Dominica. They say desperate people do desperate things. And I can see the desperation. Because when a man can say, it's till thy kingdom come, that's what we say, it's not until when Jesus Christ comes. He had said 2050. And now he talk about he married to Dominica and there is no divorce. You said something, Mr. Belton?
No. I didn't say nothing yet. No.
There is no divorce for better or for worse. Till death do us part. That's what Kerry is telling all you. And all you can't understand, Matt, because a lot of young people, they are distracted with social media, with entertainment, the CEO, the clothes, the shoes, the nails, the eyelashes, the KFC, and they have so much. And a lot of us say, oh, young people are not interested. It's not automatically or consciously they're losing interest in the fight. Look at how fast they kill one another. Look at how fearless they are. Riding every time, just wheeling, dying, left, right, overtaking. That is not, you might say they're foolish, but you can say it's a bit of courage as well, or just what? What is it? Madness? I don't know. So we need some mad young people or some courageous young people to throw caution to the wind and do what they have to do. These people have waged war against the people of Dominica. When Melissa Popon-Skerrit said they have Navy SEALs and snipers outside of the jurisdiction of the Dominica police force, if there is a police force. I heard half is Blackmore own, half is Skerrit own. So I am just saying, Matt, that level of persecution, that level of brutality, when Blackmore can come insinuating that Thompson should be held responsible for all the bullets they fire at people and tear gas and how they nearly kill Barlow. The man had some object in his hand, that police, and he knocked out Barlow. That could not be a slap match. You could see the man, they pick him up and he could not stand still. He was staggering and all of that. Not any man that do that to me. Amen. I am just saying, my brother, what is happening in Dominica needs to be taken seriously. So all the Nazis and the Astafans and the passport wheelers and dealers, it may be at a trickle. Eventually, it will find you and yours. Matt, we want you there. We want you there. But Dominicans, let us continue the fight and be fearless, be relentless, be militant, be vigilant, and allow not these people to terrorize you, because not as of in a moment, one accident, a freak accident, even at your home, in your yard, while walking, even on the street, the garbage they call a city. I mean, that's just a tongue.
Blessing, I'm seeing there for the past few days, you're fearless. You're of course, the objective is to continue the fight. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Not when somebody bring a fight to you and you try every legal and civil and constitutional way to bring about some resolution, some agreement, some peace. You have tried, you have maneuvered, you have strategized, and the person persisting. No, it's war. But you cannot roll over and play dead. You have to create your Navy SEALs and your snipers, create your militias, and that's what I see that is lacking in Dominica, because these criminals are not relenting, and they're getting even more emboldened, Matt, because the court is in their back pocket, the churches are in their back pocket. What that is, I mean, now, let me conclude on that. They said they're going to change the RSS as the Regional Security Service. It will be the RIDD, the Regional Insecurity Destruction of Dominica. Matt, it seems like these people have an agenda, Mia Motley, if all of them join the Illuminati and in the Brotherhood, and it seems like their intention is the destruction of the Caribbean, but Dominica is the first rat in the laboratory. Have a blessed day, sir.
Have a blessed day yourself. 449-3095-96 and 97. Of course, somebody says, Matt, you should play this for the rest of the program. This one, they're from me.
The voices of accountability. This beacon encourages every Bajan to speak up and take responsibility when they see something going wrong in this country, in their community, in their houses, in their job. It embodies the idea that accountability isn't just for leaders, but for every citizen. Tanya Stevens reminds us of corruption in high and low places, only to remind us that because we have a colonial mentality, we see only the oppression that is above us and not the oppression that is among us, creating a culture of silence in the face of patent wrongdoing. It's not just acceptable, it is dangerous and it is destructive. And speaking up respectfully and, more importantly, speaking truth becomes a civic duty of every citizen of this country and everyone who chooses to want to live among us, even though not a citizen. This applies, my friends, to whether we're talking about what happens in our home, our workplace, the church, the community, or even the block, especially the block. There is nothing to be gained through remaining silent when we know better. And to say I shoulda, I coulda, I didn't. Regret cannot be the platform for this country's stability, harmony, or prosperity.
I want to play it again. Mia Motley. Wow. Play it again.
The voices of accountability. This beacon encourages every Bajan to speak up and take responsibility when they see something going wrong in this country, in their community, in their houses, in their jobs. It embodies the idea that accountability isn't just for leaders, but for every citizen. Tanya Stevens reminds us of corruption in high and low places, only to remind us that because we have a colonial mentality, we see only the oppression that is above us and not the oppression that is among us, creating a culture of silence in the face of patent wrongdoing. It's not just acceptable, it is dangerous and it is destructive. And speaking up respectfully and, more importantly, speaking truth becomes a civic duty of every citizen of this country and everyone who chooses to want to live among us, even though not a citizen. This applies, my friends, to whether we're talking about what happens in our home, our workplace, the church, the community, or even the block, especially the block. There is nothing to be gained through remaining silent when we know better. And to say I shoulda, I coulda, I didn't. Regret cannot be the platform for this country's stability, harmony, or prosperity.
All right. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Speaking up. So she's encouraging persons to speak up. And in Dominica, you're being persecuted when you speak, huh? What a world we live in.
Good night, my people of the air.
Brother Dice.
To overturn the carpet. We've been dying of what they made. Now we are forced to take. The Chinese are new masters. We have 20 lost these matters. We remain silent in the darkness, yeah.
Speak up.
Hoping for the best.
Forever hold thy peace. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Good morning.
Not just quickly. Mia Motley, I describe her as an articulated green grass, a green snake in a green grass. So when we do the same thing she's recommending for Bajan, she and the others are sending the RSS to shut us up, shoot us in our legs, take gas us and give us rubber bullets and have us arrested. Mia Motley knows exactly what is going on. And I tell you, Matt, last week, Dr. Fountain wrote to Mia Motley, not taking the outdated, archaic laws in Dominica. Outdated, archaic is the same thing. And she said that, like the government was operating, the police was operating within the law. Something to that. Isn't that so, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
That means, there was a disturbance, there was whatever, civil disobedience, and Mia Motley justified. And what she said, Matt, to pacify the people, well, the RSS was not deployed. But Matt, I asked you that last week. Wasn't there a threat of deploying the RSS to Dominica, Matt?
There was, yes.
So these people are in some kind of.
So you're saying they almost operating like a blade, cutting on all sides.
Yes, Matt, and because Matt, the Ross University that annoys everyone's suspicions, Matt, based on the kind of clandestine disappearance of Ross University, that kind of secret move, and how it was systematic when Skerry deliberately frustrated the people until they move, Matt, to Barbados. It is rumored that there are some apartments that belong to politicians in Barbados housing the Ross University students. Have you heard that, Matt?
Yep.
We cannot approve. Maybe there is sufficient evidence, but everybody seems to be walking on eggshells, Matt, because I said, courage in the absence of caution is either you're making the ultimate sacrifice or you're just being a damn fool. For there is a very thin line between bravery and stupidity. So even caution should not be mistaken for cowardice or for fearfulness. And I'm just saying that Mia Motley, she is a dangerous danger. I've heard on the United States of the United Nations, you see the colonial mentality can make you see corruption in the top, but not among us. We're seeing corruption all around. So do not try to fool us and think we're crazy and you're in your gaslighting Mia Motley. Thank you, Matt.
All right, let's listen to Tanya Stevens. I think she made a reference to that song.
You never build a little avenue for the youths, them burn about things around about. Tell me what the fuck you really think I go happen if them learn about gonna bust and none of us really want that shit to happen. You mister, you know me not try for this, yeah. But everything not so crazy, yeah. We just a beg a little help, Prime Minister, yeah. Do you expect me to turn the other cheek, taste my tears and admit defeat? Do you expect me to listen when you speak? You never ever practice what you preach. Do you expect me still come out and vote? No matter what happens, we're always broke on my people. Say them tired of being poor, that the empress a chant and the lion a roar. What was it? Yeah. Well, even the richest man, I figure learn to take a stance when them realize that them not taping at the mansion is a tough way to learn, so you're not really secure. When the problems of the poor come kick down your door, the youth them again 2,000 guns for everyone on the streets. Instead of treating the symptoms, why don't you cure the disease? You know, things must really get wicked when your paycheck is less than your speeding ticket, mister. You know we not try for this, yeah. But everything not so crystal. We just a look a little help, Prime Minister, yeah. Do you expect me?
Do you expect me to turn the other cheek, taste my tears and accept defeat?
Do you expect me to listen when you speak? You never ever practice what you preach. Do you expect me to still come out and fall?
Somebody says, Mia Motley, wow, my foot. She must heed her own words. Flowery speech without action is just empty words. She should lead by example.
Yeah, it goes like this. Well, we say money for run and it for run in a bungle. Let it go, Warima, let it go down a jungle, down a garden, need the water right down to the dirt. When last you touch a marble, when last you go kirk, when I met a fire up the oven, no need to start beef. And the brook valley man, them need a slice of the cake. Well, them man, them out to east, them ready to put down the gun. And no war, them love war, but the food have to run. Well, Whitehall and Red Hills Road, you know them have a little message for this clothes. It goes like this. Mister, your ego big, you might have think we are this, yeah. But everything not so crystal. We just a beg a little help, Prime Minister, yeah. Do you expect me to turn the other cheek, taste my tears and admit defeat? Do you expect me to listen when you speak? You never ever practice what you preach. Do you expect me to still come out and vote? No matter what happens,
We're always broke and the people say them tired of being poor. That the empress a chant and the lion a roar. What was it? Yeah. Well,
Tanya
make
Stevens.
me turn the other cheek. Kiss my teeth and accept defeat. Do you expect me to listen when you speak? You never ever practice what you preach. Do you expect me?
All right, somebody else wanted another sound there. I think this one is from Peter Josh from Mervyn, John Baptist. Good morning to you, wherever you're, brother.
In the beginning was the Word. The Word was, and the Word. In the beginning, Jah created the heaven and the earth. Then created man as his own likeness. Gave unto man Jah is my word and my strength, so shall I. He's a shield upon my right and my left hand, so shall I be. Jah is my king. Jah is my light and my salvation. So whom shall I fear? He's my guide throughout this creation. So whom shall I fear? Jah is my king. Jah is my guide in my resting and my rising. So whom shall I fear? He's my guide when I step out in the forward. So whom shall I be afraid? Jah is my king. Jah is my God when the Philistines come down. So whom shall I be? He's my guide when my enemies come to devour. So whom shall I be afraid? Jah is my king. Jah is from the distance of darkness. So whom shall I fear? He's my guide from the vampire. So whom shall I afraid? Jah is my king.
Somebody says here, me and Mother just indicated to us, Dominicans in the West Indies by extension, is only obligated to Barbados. Otherwise, on these two occasions, she would have not sent the RSS to Dominica. This one from Mervyn John Baptist. Expected to go to the courts this morning.
Good morning, Matt. Hope you're doing well. Why Dominicans think that Mia talking to them? Mia's not talking to Dominicans. Mia's talking to her people in Barbados, because she knows in Barbados there's, democracy, true democracy. People can protest and hit the streets whenever they see fit, without dogs and stones and tear gas and all these things being, coming at them. So she's talking to her people. Mia Motley could get two hoots about Dominica, let's be honest. Because if she did, she would not have even entertained Skerritt and his nonsense, especially from the last time what happened. So she's not talking to Dominicans. So whether or not we agree or whether or not we don't agree, she's not speaking to Dominicans. Dominica have their own government. Deal with all your government. Mia Motley has a right to say whatever she wants to her people. Ask all your prime minister and all your president to speak to all you. Thank you, Matt.
All right, somebody says we should dedicate this song to Dominica. We are all in this together, huh? Deroy, Delroy, Wilson, Old Track. Next year, let's mark it.
We gotta work it out. We gotta work it out. We all this thing together. We gotta work it out. We gotta work it. Just because we I am the hero.
Someone says Mia Motley's a babbling brook. A million that yaps. The entity thinks is very eloquent and can say one thing here and another here, another there. Mia seems like a confusion with internal turmoil and loud bragging for clamps to pass gas. Nothing more, nothing less. That entity is diabolical. Next up with Jolly's Market, Carlton Lando. Good morning. Yes. Yes.
Morning.
Morning to you.
Can you play that song for me, Babylon Gone Crazy by Admiral Tibet?
Babylon went crazy?
Gone Crazy.
Babylon gone crazy. Okay, I'll try that one. All right, thank you. We are all in this thing together. We're gonna work it out. Somebody says, "Good morning to you, brethren." I want to say again, Dominica is an experiment to change the style of governance in the region. We are regressing and selling the country to foreign interests. Matt, I would like to ask our Catholic president if she would take the message she received from Trinidad priest last night to the Prime Minister, Mr. Blackmore, the police chief, vowed the power to do the same. The message was clear. What church was that? Oh, the president was there. Okay. I'm going to say if maybe the Catholic president got the message she received from the Trinidadian priest last night.
We have to get down.
Stick around for Jolly's Mac and Dominica for the next few minutes. Of Mr. Carlton Lando. Stick around.
Morning feeling mystic. I had the intentions to call it sick, but I end up in Jolly's pharmacy. Red and down in the street, Jolly sits up my immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work at the any mission. If you see me forget, Jolly's pharmacy is number one. Jolly's forget. We cater for everyone. Jolly's forget. The immune system. Jolly's forget. Yo, Dominic is the boy part of box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy, then boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Who say health cannot have vibes? Well, Jolly's Pharmacy is proving you otherwise. With Health Vibes, every Wednesday morning on Q95 from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Health Vibes, education, information, and a bit of humor. And not forgetting lots of vibes. Hosted by Carlton Lando with co-hosts Jacinta Fagan-Defoe and Trudy Kristen. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing health and vibes together every Wednesday, so be sure to tune in. Health Vibes every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in health.
Let me say good morning to Carlton Lando on the telephone this morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Brother Matt, good morning to you and good morning to all our listeners at this time. It is a gloomy Friday morning, a bit of light showers and the sun comes out and then afterwards the gray sky comes and covers it up. But, that's part of being in a tropical island. In all things we give God thanks. And so this morning we are giving him thanks. Matt, it is Jolly's back time, and it is a time when we let you know what is happening at Jolly's Pharmacy. Just some dates that we want you to remember. The third week in July is our Customer Appreciation Week. And so we have already begun planning that week of activities. And I can guarantee you that it's going to be a bit different. We've made some changes to some of the activities that we've had in the past, and a bit more inclusive, more sociable. And it is one that is going to be of a real good community sort of flavor. You're going to get that community flavor with this year's Customer Appreciation Week. And I can guarantee you there is going to be a lot of excitement come the third week of July 2025. Not forgetting our National Wellness 5K Run, which is scheduled for the 26th of April. That is the last Saturday in the month of April. We will be having our run. This year we are running against cancer, and that is all types of cancers. And we will begin that run at the Massa Canefield Government School, right underneath the almond tree, right there. That's where we'll assemble. And at 4 o'clock, we will all head onto the street, heading south, unbound to Roseau and up to Lindu Park. And so this is where we're going to climax. So far, we have some sponsors that have come on board, and we are really, really happy. HHV Witches and Company, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. We have other sponsors like that have already pledged their support, the Republic Bank, Central Cooperative Credit Union, and so forth. So we have some partners that already are coming in, corporate sponsors, and we are still asking sponsors. We're still looking for sponsors. We still need sponsors. The more sponsors that we have, the more money that we're going to raise that we can give to the Dominica Cancer Society. As you know, cancer is quite prevalent in Dominica, and the cost of cancer, most of us, with the one salary that we have and the small savings that we have, we really cannot, subsidize the cost of cancer on our own. And hence the reason why when we support the Dominica Cancer Society, we're supporting any person that would have gotten a diagnosis of any cancer here in Dominica. And sometimes people have to, we know that when radiation is recommended or prescribed, then people have to, again, leave the island to have that because it's not available here in Dominica. And so even some of the antineoplastic drugs, the cancer drugs, are imported. They may not be available at central medical stores. The patient has to buy this drug. Some of them can cost thousands of dollars. And so, it's not cheap for the patient. And so when we support cancer, we are supporting a patient who may be struggling financially due to what cancer has caused to their own pocket. And so we want you to participate. Come on down if you're a member of a club, if you're a member of some sports organization, students, pupils, everybody. We want to see at least 1,000 people on the street come the 26th of April. Even if you cannot run, you can walk. Even if you don't want to walk and you feel like, you want to just make a contribution, you're welcome to do so. You can stop at Jolly's Pharmacy and make your contribution. Now, what we ask is a mere 25 EC dollars. So just 25 EC dollars, is the minimum contribution that we are asking each participant to pay. 25 EC dollars is the minimum that we're asking each participant to pay towards the run. So it's not necessarily that you pay in to run. It is your tangible contribution to the cause. As we've said, the more money that we gather or we collect rather, it's the more money that we can give into the cancer pool that would be able to benefit. We never know. It can be one of us. We just never know. And so we are asking as many people to contribute. You may be residing outside of Dominica and you want to make a contribution. You are welcome to do so. I know Matt is quite has a good network of people, and there are people that maybe want to reach out to me. Matt can always give you my number, and we can communicate, and I can give you the ways that you can send that money to us to make it available to the Cancer Society. And so we really want as many people as I'm saying. This is very passionate to me. It is my baby project. It is something that I conceptualized 6 years ago, or National Wellness Run. So it's very personal to me. And it is a run that is geared at not just raising funds, but awareness, sensitization on the many chronic non-communicable diseases that are affecting us, and sometimes even to send us prematurely to the graveyard. And so it is important that every one of us come together. We know that by the month end of April, the weather will be scorching hot sun. We'll be in the Kawem season. We don't anticipate rain or bad weather. And so therefore, hence the reason why I have now made sort of a staple that the last Saturday in each year in the month of April is now the date for the National Wellness Run. And so we really want you. I hope that QFM has always supported. And so I do expect to get a call from Mr. G to let me know that again they are participating and will be a part of the National 5K Run this year. So I expect a call from Mr. G, and I expect a call from many other NGOs to lend that support. So this is basically what is happening at Jolly's Pharmacy. Do not forget that we have decentralized medical access to you. And let me say too, Matt, that our building in Portsmouth, we do have office space available for clinical purposes. So most of our doctors, the pool of doctors are in Roseau. Most of our specialists are in Roseau. And what we're saying is that we have space available for any doctor that wants to have an office in Roseau or may want to be doing clinicals in Roseau. We have office space available to you. The office is designed in such a way that it really resembles a doctor's office. So you have your examination table, you have a fully air conditioned, you have your sink, you have everything. So we're making that space available to doctors in Dominica who want to decentralize their services to different parts to the north. You may be a gynecologist, or you may be dermatologist, and you want to have a clinic in Portsmouth maybe once every month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is. That space is available to you. So all you have to do is give us a call at Jolly's Pharmacy. You can call me at Jolly's Pharmacy, and you can get more information about that space. We have about 7 offices upstairs there. So let us say you have an interest, you're a psychologist, you're a therapist, and you might need a safe space to offer your services to people in the north. That is available to you. So it's anything that is clinical, so whether it's physiotherapy, whether it is counseling, psychiatry, medicine itself, all of these spaces are available, and they're available right now. So if you need a room to rent, an office, you've been thinking of moving your business to Portsmouth or decentralizing, and you don't have the office space, and now you can call Jolly's Pharmacy. We have made that office space available to you, and you can access it now. Just give us a call, and we can have that conversation right now in reference to the fees and all of that. So that is another way that Jolly's Pharmacy continues to expand and make healthcare more accessible to Dominicans. So I just wanted to highlight that this morning. So you've recognized everything on Jolly's Market today was about services, what we're doing. We continue to be the people's pharmacy. We continue to be community-based, and we continue to give back all the time. When you support the Jolly's brand, you're supporting humanity, you're supporting a stronger community, and you're definitely supporting a brighter Dominica.
Thank you, Carlton Lando. Have a great weekend, huh?
And to you, to my brother Matt, have a good weekend. And my thoughts and prayers with all those, particularly who are grieving at this time. May God comfort you at this difficult time in your life. Take care, everybody.
Carlton
Bye-bye.
Lando, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening event, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
This morning feeling missing. I had the patience to call in sick, but I end up in Jolly's Pharmacy. Break and down in the street, Jolly's system, my immune system. Me feeling fit and strong, now I'm ready to work and pick on any mission. If you see me again, Jolly's Pharmacy is number one, Jolly's forget. We cater for everyone, Jolly's forget. Immune system, Jolly's forget. Yo, Dominic is about part of us. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy, then boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Sunrise Airways is connecting the OECS fly to and from Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, and Antigua with seamless onward connections. Enjoy competitive fares and the best in travel. Book now at sunriseairways.net or with your travel agent. Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean. We fly to connect people. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sunrise Airways.
Would you be missing the party this weekend because of that nagging cold and cough? Boost your body's immunity now by taking Feral Compound, a combination of vitamins and minerals to fight off coughs and cold, so you can be the life of the party again. Don't be restricted by those nagging coughs and cold. Take Feral today and enjoy the little joys of life. Feral Compound is for adults and children 14 years and older. Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
Get a chance to win an all-inclusive day pass at a resort for two when you take a loan with Ports Ready Cash of $1,000 or more. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. No security required. Flexible payment terms, quick approval, and hassle-free. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.courts.com. Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Promotion ends March 31st, 2025.
Looking for the right pair of frames to make you look glamorous? Come to Quartz Optical. You'll find a wide selection of stylish frames from Prada, Ray-Ban, Armani, Converse, Vogue, plus new arrivals for you to choose from. Get up to 30% off lens and frames, 15% off cash purchases $999 and over. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today at quartzoptical.com. Wear it today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Quartz Optical, value you can see. Offer ends April 24th, 2025. Special conditions apply.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Experiencing muscle pains? Use Ferrol Mentholated Rub to treat your joints and muscular aches and pains. Get relief from backaches, strains, sprains, and arthritic and rheumatic pains so you can continue your regular daily routines. Ferrol Mentholated Rub is also gentle enough to relieve coughs, colds, and nasal congestion.
Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
All right, Dominica, we're here. Our friends from Belfast won't be in this morning, so it gives us a little more time to open up our lines. I'm getting a lot of messages as it relates to the registration of voters in the Roseau area. That is somebody sending me a message that it relates to persons overseas being asked to send in their to renew their cards with the Social Security. So persons, based on the law just passed, you would have to fly in to re-register. But apparently, from what I gather, I can't confirm for now. But information suggests that others are being asked to send their IDs. Those are voters that are expected to come to Dominica to re-register. The IDs are being sent and they're being registered. In other words, they don't have to come home to vote or to register, as indicated there in the recent laws. So some things are going on. I still try my very best to confirm, but one operative is being asked, trying to get information from persons living overseas to confirm, to register for elections. I'm just hoping that the opposition is paying attention. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? Uh-huh.
How Dominica doing?
What's that?
How are you on in Dominica?
How is everybody in Dominica?
Yeah, how are you all doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I don't know about the rest.
Good.
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I want to come back home to register.
Okay.
To confirm. I live in Stacia. But what do you have to have? You have to have an ID card, a social security card to register?
Some national ID that might get you registered, and of course, yes, but you have to come home and do that based on the information I get.
And you have to my passport could use?
Yeah, of course, your passport is a national ID.
Okay,
I'm sure.
okay. so I can just come home, reconfirm and come back up the station.
Yes, so sure. That's the process.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
Do I have to pay anything?
No. They don't have to pay for that.
Okay.
No, that's no. But I mean, in recent times, I've been hearing a lot of the power reps of the Labour Party speaking about, one-on-one. So something's happening on the ground there, huh? So I'm just hoping that the opposition is paying attention and also doing their work on the ground. 4493095. It's in the air. Election fever is in the air for sure. I'm even hearing a lot of persons without IDs or passports are being asked to get their passports, huh? And somebody in the hierarchy will pay the fees for the passports. All right, Dominica, let's take a phone call. Are you there, caller? Are you there? Yes? Yes. Caller.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Mr. Pente, I just want to give a comment on the matter of what Mr. Carlton just speak about on health matters, cancer. I don't know if you'll allow me. I know you're on another topic, so I just...
It's an open line. You have a few minutes. Go ahead quickly.
Well, I just want to congratulate Mr. Carlton for all the hard work he has been doing in the field of health.
Mm-hmm.
He and Miss Alexander Cancer. Matt, I know you had a strong link with Kayla. He was here some years back educating us on our health. And we have to look around. It's a serious matter, Matt. We pay a lot of attention to all the material things, but we don't check it on our health. And I hear alarm of Miss Alexander. She said it's very outrageous for the level of people that die, young people with cancer. And I want to congratulate Mr. G to help to sponsor that health program and Mr. Carlton. And I know you have a family member of that same branch outside. And when I hear the level of cost for therapies and for people that suffering with cancer, I think that brother's supposed to come home and try to put up some kind of hospital, because you're always boasting and you're supposed to advise him to come down here and invest on some of those things where people can do chemo and put up more healthy shop for eating and sell more local products. Because I heard Miss Winston had a program this week on one of the other radio stations. She says she's going to have a healthy kitchen and nutrition. And I think sometimes we have to pay attention on our health to fight the battle, because you cannot fight the battle just on an empty stomach and a bad diet. If you look at all World War I and World War II, after Russia fight all the more, there was a lot of hunger and malnutrition, poverty. Russia, China, after all the more they fight, when you do the history of it, there was more poverty and hunger and more death in the nation. And Matt, you have to pay attention to your own health. And I want to congratulate Carlton for the work he has been doing. If you pay attention to Carlton, he's a very industrial fellow, and a very creative, and all them things that happening at Jolly's there. He's behind it like an acrobat, back tumbling, his side tumbling. He's doing a lot, and he must pay attention to these people, these industrial people. But that family member, I'm calling on him to do some development, because it was always our Dominican people that support that business. And I need them to sell more local products, because we have a lot of people that industrial here, and they are the ones that bringing in all the raw material. And we need small manufacturing people. We go there and buy it. And I'm begging them to put our products on the shelf. Matt, take care of yourself. I know you're in a hot seat now. I don't want to take more time. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you very much. It's 10:12 in the morning. Let's take another phone call. Again, it's just an open line. Hello, yes, good morning to you.
Admiral Tibet for the people.
What's that?
Admiral Tibet, Babylon gone crazy.
You want that song, boy? You really want that song? Okay, I'll play that for you. Huh? All right. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. 4493095 96 and 97. Let's take a few phone calls. But before we do this, let's do this. All right.
Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
Mm-hmm.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? On any day, especially today or a hot day. I only want Pine Hill juice. Oh, so fruity, so tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened or unsweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Frisian cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pine hill, rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pine hill, flavor in every drop. I've got the only juice I want. Pine hill juice. Pine hill, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
There's Smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness Smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
That's the song you requested, huh? Admiral Tibet. Gone crazy.
The people of this world gone crazy. Let the people of this world gone mad. All because of vanity. They will do anything just to have. I heard someone saying the other day that life doesn't make sense living. They lost their faith along the way, but Jack is always forgiving. I don't have to be rich to be a happy man. Happy man. Money can buy you and that salvation. Yeah, yeah. I don't have to be rich to be a righteous man. As long as my meditation is free from corruption. Some will sell their soul for vanity just to move up in society. All I need is your blessings, prosperity, eternally. I've seen many poor men live, and I've seen many rich men die. They want to get what they don't want to give. Somebody tell me why. I said I don't have to be rich to be an happy man. Happy man. Money can buy you and I salvation. Yeah, yeah. I don't have to be rich to be a righteous man. As long as my meditation is free from corruption. When you think you're rich, that you are poor, why can't you seek just blessing some more? Just seek just some more. When you think you're wise, you don't realize that Jah had you in His sight. In His sight. Yo. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I said I don't have to be rich to be a happy man. Happy man. Money can buy you and that salvation.
Money can buy you now salvation.
To be rich to be a
I don't have to be rich to be a righteous man.
as long as my meditation is free from corruption. The people of this world go crazy. I said the people of this world go mad. All because of vanity. They will do anything just to have. I heard someone saying the other day that life doesn't make sense living. They lost their faith along the way, but Jah is always forgiving. I don't have to be rich to be a happy man. Happy man. Money can buy you and I salvation. Yeah, yeah. I don't have to be rich to be a righteous man. As long as my meditation.
Good morning, the telephone. Hello, yes? Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Oh, that's still killing me.
I sense that.
I got it at last. I tried my best not to.
Yeah, I had it for a couple of days for sure. Long
I
lasting,
know.
Long lasting for sure.
I know.
Wait,
Anyway,
just go easy, Lucille.
thank you.
All right. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, let's do this and come back.
They're smooth. It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? On anything, especially today or a hot day. I only want pineapple juice. Oh, so fruity, so tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened or unsweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Bajan cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pineapple, rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pineapple flavor in every drop. I've got the only juice I want. Pineapple juice. Pineapple, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course the Sunblast juices, Topper Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Again, going back to the issue of registration of overseas voters. We've been told that some persons have been registered with their IDs from overseas. If the law says, that's my understanding, that you must come back to Dominica to reconfirm, then it's unlawful for the Labour Party operatives to obtain IDs from Dominicans living overseas for reconfirmation. According to the law, you must take a trip to Dominica as the law states. The question is, somebody's asking, when will the Labour Party do things in a righteous and lawful manner? I've been getting a lot of information as to one operative there, operating within the Labour Party office in Roseau. Is requesting IDs from Dominicans living overseas for reconfirmation. In other words, they don't have to travel. But the law says you need to be in Dominica to reconfirm what's really going on. As the caller is asking, when will the Labour Party do things in a righteous and lawful manner? So if you need to vote, come home and register. Okay? So if confirmed what is going on there is very illegal. Caller, are you there? Yes? Let's see if we can take a phone call. Are you there, caller? Yes? Uh-huh.
Matt, it's me again.
Yes, I.
Let me ask you. For example, my name my brother name and my wife is on the list.
Mm-hmm.
They have not even registered. They don't have not even registered their name, but it is on the list, as the old list. Is there going to be a deadline for the cleaning of the list? Because if he don't get enough time to come down, or he don't reach in time, let's put it like that, is his name still going to be on the list, or it's going to be removed? And it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they've given a date as it relates to you being. Well, you should. If once the election is announced, I suspect a date will be given. So you have to pay attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go good.
All right. Thank you very much. 449. But what's happening based on the information being received that persons are sending their IDs to Dominica and not necessarily traveling to Dominica to get confirmed. Again, somebody's suggesting that the UWP should also get involved in confirming their supporters as well. Huh? I'm hearing again one, I can't actually call the person's name, but one person working within the Labor House with the Roseau MP is now asking for IDs for all persons who are overseas, just getting them to be registered. That's maybe illegal. On the telephone, good morning to you. Are you there? Yes? You need to travel. You need to travel. Yes.
Matt, it have the two things there, so try to be clear to the general public. You have the reconfirmation, that is people who are on the registered list of voters already, and you have to reconfirm. So you need an ID to reconfirm. So what you saying you hear in there is that the voters on the list residing out of Dominica, they are sending their IDs to be reconfirmed.
But based on your understanding, like I'm saying, this is wrong.
Yes, because if that is happening, this is wrong because as far as I heard, you have to come back. If you reside out of Dominica, you have to come back to Dominica to reconfirm. Okay? Now you have registration, which is for new voters. Anybody who turns 18 or anybody who is older than 18 who has never been registered to vote, then they can register. But you must be present too to register. You have to go and register in person. But in the past, you have heard allegations being made that people never came to Dominica and they were registered and their name appeared on the voters list. Matt, how can this nation be a Christian nation? And you're hearing all these kinds of things happening. A Christian nation stands up for righteousness, rightwayness, doing things properly, doing things within the law. So I don't understand how we calling Dominica a Christian nation. A nation is the people living in the country.
And somebody's again confirming for me that the new law provides for 15 months for the reconfirmation process.
Right. So a nation is the people living in the nation. So how it's a Christian nation and so many things not hearing, not being done in the right way. Dominica already tell them my opinion on that is Dominica is a place with plenty churches and plenty church goers. Not a Christian nation, because more people would be standing up for righteousness and justice in the land. That's the pillars of the kingdom of God. Righteousness and justice, man. Good morning.
Good morning to you. We have to keep monitoring what's going on here. On the telephone, hello, yes?
Hello, Matt.
Yes.
I would advise you, find out from the chief electoral election officer and find out if that is going on, so it has to stop. I would call and find out if that is going on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Somebody has their eyes on you, huh? Again, Admiral Tibet.
All the things that I know about. Why is it I'm the one to be blamed? You watch me going in, yeah, you watch me coming out. It must be an informer. It must be a vampire. It must be a vampire.
Somebody's asking the question, why such a strong party, the Labour Party, which 19 seats in Parliament, seems so insecure about the elections?
Be a vampire. Like a fire. I have no secret, but no one to keep. So you can say what you want to say.
Ella, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
My beloved brother, 2 points quickly.
Yes.
Matt, before you leave, if you can play Jimmy Cliff, The House of Exile.
Okay.
Matt, there is something that is bothering me and having to do with like Trinidadians, Jamaicans, particularly Bajans. I was there, but Matt, I only stayed at the hospital, but I'm hearing about how Bajans love to read, particularly the papers, Matt. I hear everywhere you pass.
Oh, yes.
I mean, in Dominica, you see newspapers from last week, this week, and if people do not read. So we do not know our rights, much less to exercise it, Matt. So these criminals are really being abusive. Matt, look at and it's not the first or the second time. You remember, I think Daniel Carbon, one of them, when they were being appointed, Skerrit said he consulted by calling, who it was, Hector Sparks, John, or whoever it was, he called them and informed them. And that was his definition of consultation. Can you remember that, man?
I remember that, yes.
One of those opposition leaders then. Look, that is happening where Skerrit said he anticipated how much he did not need the intervention or the approval or consultation of an opposition. He said years ago, paying an opposition is a waste of money. It's like throwing money in a ravine. Now you have another appointment, well, the chief and deputy chief, no opposition in parliament that time, much as to make a phone call. He said he did not need it. He's deliberate, he's systematic and quite strategic and abusive and ruthless and brutal in his every action, Matt. So you could see, Matt, electoral reform and all the consultation and all of that. Matt, were it the electoral or the commissioners on the electoral commission that were consulting, or Skerrit and Vince and them? Who were the ones really advocating and maneuvering and planning? Was it the electoral commission, the commissioners on the electoral office, Matt?
It should be the commissioners. I'm not sure who was consulted.
No, but no, what I am saying, the whole process of electoral reform, it's supposed to be handled by the commission.
I agree. That's what I'm telling you. It should be, but I don't know if they were consulted at all.
No, maybe, well, Matt, you have free passport sellers on the behalf of government, and you had Wayne James and Hillary on the opposition side. So the eyes have it. Majority rule. That's why, like Trump. Majority rule, I will tell all you. So over the thing called you bad. So that's why I'm saying it's a lawless country.
Something is wrong with your telephone, Blessings. Okay, maybe you'll have to put a little more credit on there, or maybe a technicality. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Good morning to you.
Hey, Matt, good morning.
Good morning.
Matt, I don't know why people keep stressing about Skerrit not following the Constitution and doing in appointing the Commissioner of Police, etc. Skerrit was the one who said no law, no Constitution can prevent him from running, which means he placed himself above the Constitution. Nobody said nothing at it. Well, very few people said anything at the time, and Skerrit was allowed to do his due. Talking about Mia Motley, Matt, you have protests in Barbados. You have protests in Antigua. The police officers, based on what I saw on a video, they were escorting the protesters in Antigua in ordinary police uniform, not military fatigues, not mask on, not baton and shield. Why is it that is Dominica a practice ground for the RSS? That every time we have the same demonstration that have been provided for by the Constitution in the other countries, we have to face the barrel of guns, tear gas, etc. And the very same regional leaders that talking about democracy and the right to demonstrate and the right to speak out, they are the ones that are sending their police officers who knows absolutely nobody in Dominica, so they can do what they want with people without any remorse, because they don't have to look for their brothers, they don't have to look for their cousins or their mothers. Why is Dominica a training ground for the RSS? Have a nice day, man.
Have a nice day. I'm being told that the chairperson of the RSS is the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Dominica, it's already 10:34 in the morning. Our next stop here is with French de Creole, Habit, Wadix and Company. We're going to come back with this one. This one, I think. Let's go back to this. I think we need this one there from the House of Exile. I think Jimmy Cliff. Jimmy Cliff is the song we need to hear from. Jimmy Cliff. I don't know if we hear it now from Lucky Dubby, but the song Lucky Dubby. But it's a different version. But we want to hear from our friends Jimmy Cliff, Exile. Let's see if we can get to that. Yeah, Jimmy Cliff. Yes, Jimmy Cliff. Let's see if we can get to Jimmy Cliff at this House of Exile. All right, let's go. This one there, House of Exile for Blessings, his favorite song.
It's a day of feasting and a day of lamenting. Day of sadness and a day of joy. You would see your day of feasting.
Let's take a few calls and then we'll, of course, stop with our friends there. Alex, hello, talk to me. Good morning. Sorry. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Good morning, man.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm doing good. In other Caribbean islands, you hear the electoral office calling on people to come to pick up their cards for registration, for re-registration. What is happening in Dominica? Why we cannot hear the voice of Duncan Stowe? We cannot hear the voice of the chief elections officer. For God's sake, they're talking about reconfirmation. Why aren't we hearing the voice of Duncan Stowe and the other commissioners? They should be the one saying, well, look, we have a 2-month period or 3-month period for reconfirmation. If you cannot do the job, Duncan Stowe and all the other commissioners and the chief elections officer, resign. Resign if you can't do the job. You cannot have a political system taking over a responsibility, which is a responsibility given to you by law. So it looked like most of the commissioners were just playing and doing the job of Roosevelt Carey. But you have a responsibility. If you cannot fulfill that responsibility, all of you must resign en masse, including the chief elections officer.
All right, thank you very much. Well, we're hoping that the chief, I've never heard her voice though, since she's been appointed as the chief election officer. We're going to take a break and we'll come back.
Energy, strength, vitality, the drink that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, food, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it, rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt there. Vitamalt, vitalize naturally. Distributed by Belva, Estate Limited.
There's Smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste, new Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? On any day, especially today or a hot day. I only want Pine Hill juice. Oh, so fruity, so tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened or unsweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Bajan cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pineapple, rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pineapple, flavor in every drop. I've got the only juice I want. Pineapple juice. Pineapple, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy Drink, and of course the Sunblast Juices, Topper Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill Juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
It's a different interpretation of what's going on here. They're also doing things to figure out who's going to help or who's going to get help from the Rehabilitation Rosa Project. I was told they're not going to call elections now. They're just testing it and filling out the people to measure out the support, because a lot of people are getting Labour Party fatigue. So in other words, people are fed up with Labour, so they're just testing the ground. On the telephone, hello, talk to me. Yes?
Good morning, my friend. How you doing?
How you doing, my brother? How you doing? Mm-hmm.
Hi, good man. Mr. President, I was listening to you about that reconfirm, talking about overseas people. Because I saw you, I sent you some pictures over the weekend with there is Shakira, but that was never discussed to say that we have to confirm our name in the Virgin Islands. So I don't know where that information goes, to be honest with you.
So you were listening to all the debates and you don't know. I mean, somebody like you who's here regularly, that will not pertain to you. But persons who have lived overseas for more than 5 years need to come home to Dominica to re-register. You understand that?
I understand that, yes, sir.
Yes. So we're now hearing that some persons who have been out of Roseau or out of Dominica for more than 5 years have been asked to send in their IDs, and that's what I'm hearing there on the ground. So you might do your own research and find out what's going on.
But Matt, you know, Matt.
I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm hearing there on the ground. I don't know, my friend. Owen, I don't know.
But Matthew,
yeah.
Why that happen? They tell you have to come in person to reconfirm.
So maybe they're breaking the laws. I'm just saying I can't confirm, but I'm saying this is what I'm being told is happening on the ground. So you should find out from your Labour Party colleagues if they're doing that, and if they're doing that, that may be wrong. That's basically what I'm telling you.
No, but I'm telling you that is happening, Matthew.
Well, I don't know. How you know it's not happening? Do you have all the information that's going on there in Dominica? I'm just saying, how do you know it's not happening?
But why would it happen?
I don't know. Again, if you know it's not happening, then try to confirm that it's not and let me know, okay? Thank you very much. On the telephone, 1046. Hello, yes? Or 1042.
For you to be able to comprehend, you have to learn how to listen. If you can only hear, you will never be able to comprehend what you hear. You have to have the ability to listen. But I was just saying, when Skerrit said about the no law, no constitution, and a lot of people think it was just for his having to do with his dual citizenship, Matt. I argue that. I said no. The tone, the wording, and the context in which it was said. He is telling you across the board, everybody go to hell. The law and the constitution cannot restrict me. And I argue that for maybe 2 years or more, and I'm still arguing it now. So, Matt, what that is happening presently, all that is the machination, the maneuvering, the planning, the scheming, the plotting, and it will take a mobilize the people and with a level of selflessness to push back in such a vicious way. These criminals have to back down. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. On the telephone, 449-3095-96 and 97. Hello, yes,
Blessed day to you, Mark.
Blessed day to you, sir.
Blessed day to all the patriots of the land. Matt, during the week, Lennox played a comprehensive breakdown of the new laws, and I think you should replay that, because apparently many people still do not understand what is going on. Like the gentleman called a while ago, wanted to know how long, if there was a time limit for registration. And I think Lennox broke that down in layman language.
I think it's 15 months. 15 months, yes.
Yeah, but I still think you should play it over again, so those the other parts that people miss out on, they will understand it a little bit.
Okay, no problem. We'll try to get that and replay it sometime later. Hello, talk to him on the telephone, yes?
Hey, good morning, Matt, to you and your listeners.
Good. How are you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good. Matt, at what point the Dominicans going to get it that no law, no constitution? You got the they're trying to fight the good stuff, and I mean everything is so obvious. Quit living in the past. Like just last night, UWP spent a whole hour just speaking about Danny. Speak to the people that you're hoping to like win their votes. Speak to the public servants. Speak to the bus drivers, the truck drivers. Let them know that your intentions. For example, like certain parts, whatever job it is, that you'll get the citizens, speak to the young people. Quit wasting time on what the Dominican Labor Party is doing. There is no law, no constitution. Every sector of the government is corrupted. And you guys still trying to fight a good fight. It's a war. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, your medical care is being affected. Everything's affected, you know. I mean, all these people watching their kids, their grandparents getting poor health care, and they just sit by and laugh and want to play by the books. You can't play by the books right now. It's too obvious what's going on. Hey, thank you, Matt. You have a good day.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. 449-3095-96 and 97. We have a stop coming up there with Creole Hadbit. We'll continue in the afternoon. Stick around. Just pay attention to what's happening around you. We'll come back.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Toffee snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.